Hey, what's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we back with another video. Y'all be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do for you, please shoot me an email, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. And don't forget about our live shows, man. We live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Then you can also catch me live with the singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's go ahead and get it popping, man. Let's get into our video. And today we got a very simple question. Does Ryan Garcia and his team really want this fight with Gervonta Tank Davis? Now, Ryan Garcia put on a very good performance against Javier Fortuna, stopping him in round 6, dropping him a few times, looked fast, looked strong, and really did his thing this past weekend. And since then, Teach, we still under COVID, man. So this is how I gotta do my videos. We won't be on long. Just got one topic we're gonna cover, and then get on out the way. So not a overly long stream or our typical live show, but still dealing with COVID. This is the only way that I'm able to get you guys content because I am still quarantining right now. But again, the question is, does Ryan Garcia and his team really want this fight? That's what we're going to attempt to answer in this video. We're going to use facts. We're going to use some reasoning. And I want to hear from you guys whether you agree or disagree in the live chat and in the comments if you're watching this on the playback. So Ryan Garcia and his team. So they've said a lot since his victory over Javier Fortuna. I've seen a lot of things come out of Ryan Garcia's camp. I've seen him say he's going to basically troll Tank until Tank signs the contract. I've seen him say, I've seen Ryan Garcia brother tell Tank to train hard for the fight. I've seen Ryan Garcia talk about how he's going to whoop Tank's ass. Just a lot of talk coming from their side, man. They seem to be very, very adamant about pushing for this fight, if you believe everything that they're saying on face value. Now, here's my answer to the question. Does Ryan Garcia and his team, do they really want the Gervonta Tank Davis fight? Right now, in my opinion, I'm erring on the side of no. I don't believe that they really want the fight, and I'm explaining to you guys why I think that. Now, I hope that I stand corrected. I think it's a big fight. I think these are the two most popular fighters from 140 down, and I think that it'll be, I think it'll be a very fan-friendly fight, and I don't think it's a fight that'll go the distance. So I'm all for it. I want to see the fight. But when I want to see something, I always look at it from the perspective of what's blocking the fight, what can stop the fight from happening, and who do I believe to be the one that's responsible for that. So what has also come out, let me give you everything that came out, and then I'm going to then I'll break down why I believe that Ryan and his team don't want the fight, right? So something else that came out that's a very big when it comes to a fight is network, right? Well, how are they gonna show the fight to the fans? Is it going to be a Showtime fight? Is it going to be a DAZN fight? Is it going to be a co-network extravaganza? Like, how are they going to put on the fight? And the COO of Golden Boy has already came out and he has already stated that DAZN, if this fight happens, DAZN has to be involved or the fight will not happen. This is exactly what he had to say. Here are the quotes. And this is from Gaspari, who is the COO of Golden Boy. He said, "That's the fight that everybody wants. We will have to come together as promoters and do what's right for the fans. You can't have one network say, no, we have to be exclusive. We're with DAZN, and DAZN has been great to Golden Boy, so DAZN has to be involved in that fight. They have done it already with other promoters and networks. Why not share it? That's going to be a big fight. we're going to have to find a big enough location. I wouldn't mind it at crypto.com arena. It's a very realistic fight to be made. I like Steven Espinoza. He used to work with Golden Boy. You know, anything can happen. I hope everyone writes about the fight, but there's no way we're going to do it without DAZN. DAZN has been with us building Garcia. How would it be to just take him away and do it exclusively through Showtime? Showtime has done split broadcasts, so there's no reason why they shouldn't do it this time. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to happen. It's going to happen with DAZN. So, with all of that being said, okay, you have to ask yourself, does Ryan and his team really want the fight? Another thing that they have said is that this fight will be at 140. Ryan Garcia has said, I want the fight, but I'm never coming back down to 135 again. It has to be at 140. So I just want to give you guys the overall view. I want you guys to understand that Ryan Garcia and his team, they were in negotiations for a Tank Davis fight before. These guys have already been in negotiations. Ryan Garcia pulled out of the negotiations, making the bold yet untrue claim that he had a Manny Pacquiao fight. The man did artwork. It was a nice poster. He put it up on his Instagram. He did all of that shit, right? And pulled out of negotiations once before with Tank Davis, claiming he had a bigger and better fight in Manny Pacquiao, which we all know the lie detector test has come back and revealed that was a goddamn lie. So they've pulled out of negotiations once before. Now let's look at Ryan's team. This sounds eerily familiar. Knockout. What does it sound familiar to? What does it sound familiar to? I'll tell you. This sounds eerily familiar to the Jaime Munguia situation with Jamal Charlo, where Showtime made the offer for the fight and they were paying fully for the fight, and Golden Boy swooped in at the last minute and said, DAZN needs to be a part of this or no fight. And that fight fell through. Basically asking for Showtime to pay for the fight, pay for all the purses for the fight, but allow us to broadcast it with you. Never in the history of boxing has it ever worked that way. Right? So miss me with that. Miss me with that. So now we have Ryan Garcia and his team. They are already making demands. The entire boxing world knows that Tank Davis dropped his belt at 140 and dropped his belt at 130. He had 3 WBA belts simultaneously. He had 2 secondary belts at 135 and 140, and he had the super WBA belt down at 130 pounds. The WBA said, look, it is going to be practically impossible for you to campaign at all 3 weights because we are going to start calling mandatories, because we are going to start getting rid of our belts. We are done with the interim belt, and we are getting rid of the regular belt. So all our regular people are going to have an opportunity to be called to fight our super champions. That's what happened. Everyone in boxing knows that Tank Davis said, look, I feel the best at 135. So I'm dropping my belt at 140. I'm dropping my belt at 130, and I am going to campaign at 135. He didn't do this to duck Ryan Garcia. As a matter of fact, when he made this decision last year, Ryan Garcia was still a 135-pound fighter. At the time that Tank Davis decided to do all of this, Ryan Garcia had his quote-unquote, and I say quote-unquote on purpose, he had his quote-unquote mental health issues. When Tank Davis was deciding to fight at 135, Ryan Garcia had his quote-unquote hand surgery. Okay? He had his hand surgery. Okay? And he was still a 135-pounder. He had not yet decided that he was going to all of a sudden move to 140. So here is what we have here. One can't help but question the authenticity and the seriousness of these call outs by Team Garcia and Golden Boy, because Tank Davis is the star. Tank Davis is the guy that is the A side. He is the only one from 140 pounds that has not fought on pay-per-view one time, but has fought on pay-per-view consistently for the last, 3 fights? Barrios was pay-per-view, I believe. Leo Santa Cruz was pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. Isak Pitbull Cruz, and now Rolly Romero. I think it's 3, it might be 4 fights. But long story short, he's the only one that's fighting on pay-per-view. And when it comes to people coming to watch him fight live, he is the one that sells out and sells more tickets than anybody from 140 down. So Team Garcia are already telling Tank Davis and his team, before they can even sit down to try to make a fight, they are trying to dictate terms such as what weight class they fight in, because Ryan will never go back down to 135. He only wants to fight at 140. What up with it, OTB? Excuse me. So they're dictating, or trying to, I should say, what weight class the fight is in. And they're also trying to dictate to the A side what networks are going to be involved. Does that sound like someone as the B side who is really serious about making a fight? I'm just asking, bro. Again, I hope they serious. But when you are the B side fighter, you are the guy that doesn't bring as much fans to the table. The money is not behind you like that. If that's your position and you trying to tell the A side what weight class y'all gonna fight in, and saying, I won't fight you, but I'd never come to your weight class to do it. You got to come to my new weight class and do it. And the COO of your promotional company is telling the A side team, oh yeah, y'all gonna share that. Y'all sharing that network broadcast. Y'all got to share that shit. That's a must. If you ain't sharing it with the zone, then shit, no fight. So how can we take them serious, bro? If you already trying to dictate terms and you coming to the table like you run shit. You coming to the table like you run something. Like you got some sort of pull. When B-side fighters really want to fight, they'll do anything to make the fight happen. They don't start off dictating terms. They damn in important terms at that. Like the weight class of the fight is one of the most important things in boxing. So how can you try to tell the A-side fighter that you chasing, that you claim you want to fight, that you gonna knock out? You say you just want to fight Tank and make a bunch of money. That's what Ryan said. You call yourself chasing him, but you gonna tell him, I'm chasing you, but here's the stipulations for my chase. I don't give a damn what you want here, Dundada. The man dropped his belt. He dropped his belt at 140 and said he ain't fighting at 140. He fighting at 135, and he said that shit over a year and a half ago. So how about I tell you, nah, I don't want to hear that fake ass call out. If you want to fight Tank, you was fighting at 135 just fine a year ago. He don't get to call that man out and then have people like you acting like that shit is real, bro. I know Tank don't care, but Ryan and them need to come correct, OTB, and make no mistake about it. This ain't Tank talking. Tank says shit. See y'all at the end of the year. He want the smoke, and he'll take the smoke at 140. That's what he's saying. But what I'm saying is the nerve of Ryan Garcia, bro. The nerve of him to act like he somehow can dictate anything to Tank Davis and his team, bro. And then the weight class ain't even the huge hang up, because Tank will fight him at 140. I'm telling y'all right now, the huge hang up is that Golden Boy is so intent on making sure that they just get on their knees for the zone, bro, to make sure that they get on their knees and make sure they fighters always fight on the zone no matter what. That's what's really gonna hold up the fight. Cause Ryan Garcia don't have an exclusive deal with the zone, right? Jaime Munguia don't have an exclusive deal with the zone, but Golden Boy is so intent on making sure that they scratch the zone back that they fighters is missing out on big opportunities, bro. Jaime Munguia missed out on three huge opportunities. Jaime Munguia had an opportunity to fight Jamal Charlo. He had an opportunity to fight Carlos Adames. He had an opportunity to fight Janabek. And he missed out on all those opportunities. And instead, he fought quarterback Jim Kelly. Because none of those top rank PBC, none of those outfits is letting their fighters fight on an app, bro. They not letting them fight on the zone. They'll do business with people that fight on the zone, but them people gonna have to come and they gonna have to see those fighters on their terms, bro. And Ryan Garcia is no different. Co-promotion that puts more hands in your pocket. Dundada, it don't make the fight bigger. It puts more hands in the pocket. So the fighters get less money because they got to pay out more people. So now the zone will be getting a piece of Tank Davis's money. They'll be getting a piece of Ryan Garcia's money. That ain't on tanking them to keep the zone whole, bro. Straight up and down. That ain't on them. That's Oscar De La Hoya and them deal. They trying to scratch the zone back at the expense of their fighter. I think we would all agree this is the biggest fight of Ryan Garcia's career. It's the biggest fight of his career. So if you acting on behalf of Ryan Garcia, if you Golden Boy, see, this is where y'all can't. Yeah, this is where you can't deny this shit. If you acting on his behalf, as you should at his promoter, you want him to get the biggest and best fight for his career, regardless of where it's at, bro. Regardless of what network it's on. So what y'all telling me is it's okay for Oscar De La Hoya to say, hey, we want this big fight for Ryan Garcia. We want him to have this opportunity. But if it come down to him getting the opportunity or us making sure that we do right by the zone, then we got to do right by the zone and we just ain't going to make the fight. It's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. Straight up and down. And you already drawing a hard line on something that you already know. And that's the thing, bro. They just tried to do business with Showtime, Espinoza, in the PBC. So you did this once, right? You did this once. And they said, nah, that's all right. We'll just do something else with Jamal Charlo because you tried to involve the zone the first time. So you already know how it's going to go. So again, do you really want the fight? Or you asking for shit, clout chasing, saying you want the fight, but then trying to come back and ask for something that you already know made another fight fall through with the same company the last time you tried that shit? I'm just asking. I just need to know, bro. I need somebody to answer that question for me. If you Golden Boy and you were just close to making a huge fight with the PBC between Jamal Charlo and Jaime Munguia, and it fell through because of your insistence on including the zone in the deal and allowing the zone to help broadcast the fight, if you know that fell through the last time that you asked for it, if you're serious about making the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight, why would you come through publicly and insist on that they be a part of this fight too? You would do that. You would do that if you knew there's something that's going to make the fight fall through. And you don't really want the fight. You just want the clout off of Tank. You just want the name off of. That's really all it is. They don't really want the fight, bro. To keep it all the way 100 with you. And y'all know that shit. This is where you have to pay attention to what people have done in the past, people. This is why I always tell you guys, look at boxing as a whole. Don't just look at it in a vacuum in one particular instance. Furthermore, I could keep going. If you really want to do business with the PBC and you really interested in making the fight, somebody explain to me why Oscar De La Hoya was insulting Al Heyman just last week before Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna. He was taking big shots at Al Heyman. Does that sound like someone who wants to do business? Hey, I want to do business with you. I want to make the biggest fight at lightweight. What up, money? I want to make the biggest fight at lightweight or super lightweight or whatever it is. But before we go into negotiations and before my fighter calls out your fighter, I'm going to insult you. I'm going to talk shit about you. Sound like a good way to get the fight made, huh? Sound like a good way to get the fight made. Yeah, that makes sense. So you got the president of your company, the man that the company is named after, Golden Boy Promotion. Golden Boy. He talking shit about Al Heyman. You got Ryan Garcia drawing multiple hard lines in the saying, I ain't going back to 135. I ain't going back to 135. I only want the fight at 140. But I still want the fight, though. Oh, so you didn't know that Tank dropped his belt. It's like, what is it with Ryan Garcia? And I know some of y'all are a huge fan of this young man, but I got to say it. What's up with the Ryan Garcias and the Devin Haney's? Why everybody is calling out Tank Davis, but they calling him out to fight at 140? What's up with that shit, man? Y'all don't see this shit? Ash's Corner, Dante Hall. What's up with everybody, man? Y'all don't see this shit, bro? I'm just asking. Y'all don't see the parallels, bro? We got one fighter calling out Tank, man. Look, man, hey, all I got to do to make the fight happen, I got to drop every single belt that I got, and we can fight at 140. Then you got another fighter calling out Tank, hey, man, look, man, I won't fight you. I won't fight you, but not at 135, though. I'm never coming back to your weight class. I won't fight you. I won't fight you at this other weight class. Y'all take that shit serious, huh? Y'all believe that shit. Y'all don't see this bullshit, man. Y'all don't, yeah, like we just ignoring this shit, huh? Everyone knew that Haney, Ryan, and T.O. were not staying long at 135. They big ass lightweights. They didn't know they was big ass lightweights. If they knew they wasn't staying long, right? What they calling his name for? And make no mistake about it, it's Tank over them at 142. Like that ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying y'all believe anything, bro. That's what I'm saying. Y'all believe, like, a lot of people don't rock with Tank. And I'm starting to see that all somebody got to do is say his name. And y'all take that person serious. And if Tank don't respond or he don't act the way that you want him to act, then you start calling that man a duck, or you insinuate that he's ducking. When what you should be doing is saying, hey, bro, are you serious? Because it can't be both. We can't say that Tank is a star, right? We can't say that he is a star. We can't say that he is the man from 140 down and then accept when all these B-side ass fighters, because that's what they are to him, and then accept when all these B-side ass fighters all of a sudden start making demands of him. You can't do that shit, bro. You can't have it both ways. He can't be the star and y'all want him to bend to the demands of the B-side fighters, bro. That shit don't make no sense. I don't see nobody asking Canelo Alvarez to bend. I didn't see anyone asking Manny to bend. I didn't see anyone asking these other A-side fighters to bend, bro. It don't happen. But y'all want Tank to be like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, cross, you the B side, but shit, since you say it gotta be a cross promotional fight, shit, cross promotional, yep, I'm with it. Hey, you the B side. I bring in more money than you. I'm the biggest star, but hey, you say that we gotta fight at 140 because you ain't coming back down to 135. Yeah, okay, yep. I'll do that too. Whatever y'all say, I'm with it. Get the like, what is this shit, bro? What is this shit? What are y'all talking about, bro? If you really want the fight, see, my energy don't change. Because I say the same thing to Terrence Crawford. My energy don't change. Because I tell Jamal Charlo the same shit about Juan Canelo. Or David Benavidez about Juan Canelo. You understand what I'm saying? And that energy is, if you ain't the money man, then you do what you need to do to get the money man to fight you. And if that means you gotta go see Tank on Showtime, right? If that means you gotta see Canelo on DAZN, or if that means you gotta wait on Canelo to make a deal with your promoter, or that means you gotta go see Earl on Showtime, right? Then that's where you gotta go see them if you really want the fight and you the B-side fighter. Oh yeah. Yeah, like what we doing? Who the hell, like, bro, ain't nobody, there isn't anybody, bro. Nobody that's gonna tell Canelo Alvarez what weight class they fighting in. Y'all remember when Jamal Charlo was trying to tell Canelo, hey man, yeah, if we want to get it popping, we can do it in Houston. We can do it at 160. We can do it at 160 in Houston, bro. We can do it at 160 in Houston. Hey man, Canelo can come see me, man. 160, that's my weight class. What everybody do? I don't give a damn if you are Jamal Charlo's cousin. I don't care if you from Houston. I don't care if you hate Canelo with all your heart. Everybody was telling Jamal Charlo, bro, get that, bro. What you don't tell Canelo what weight class to come. What? No, bro. No, you don't get to tell Canelo what weight class to fight in. The audacity of these people, bro. Bro, that's like Josh Taylor, bro. Josh Taylor running around this bitch. Look, man. You know what? Forget all this, bro. I want Earl Spence. But Earl need to come down to 140 and fight me right now. I want Earl, but I'm only fighting him at 140. We all laugh at Josh Taylor, bro. At least, like, people laughing at Rolly today, but at least Rolly had the decency and the respect and the humility to call out Earl and say, I'll fight him at welterweight. I'm moving up to welterweight. At least he didn't call out Earl and tell Earl he got to come down to lightweight. At least Rolly understands the art of the call out and how to get people to take you serious. Now, ain't nobody taking you serious is winning, but at least people be like, hey, man, Rolly crazy and shit. He's serious because Rolly, at least he calling out the person and he willing to go to their weight class to fight him. Y'all over here advocating for the B side to dictate terms, bro. That's how bad y'all don't like some of these fighters, man. Come on, dog. What are y'all telling me right now, bro? What are you really trying to make sense to me right now, dog? Well, like anytime people do that shit, bro, it's a non-starter, fam. Like, do y'all know what non-starter means? A non-starter in negotiations is when you ask for some shit publicly that you know the other side gonna say no to, so you can go ahead. Cause let me tell you what's gonna happen, right? Let me tell you what's gonna happen. If they stick to these demands that they making, specifically the shit about the whole cross-promotional shit, trying to tell them about what network they gonna fight on. If they stick to making that demand to Tank, what's gonna happen is they never gonna negotiate. And then in about 2 weeks, maybe a month from now, this is what y'all gonna hear from Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia. Man, look, we want the fight. We said we want the fight. We willing to negotiate. We didn't even get negotiations started. Tank is so scared, and they so scared for Tank. He being protected so much that they didn't even call us to negotiate. They wouldn't even negotiate and sit down at the table and negotiate. Tank is scared. So what you gonna hear next? J.A. Dixon, facts. And that's bullshit, bro. I just want to see the fight. I just want to see the fight. If you really like, when I don't know about y'all, but when I want something, I research. I look shit up. I see what's keeping me from getting it. I see how much it costs. I see where I need to go to get what I want. So if you really want to see the fight, like I do, I want to see Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. I thought Ryan Garcia had a great performance. I thought he did what he was supposed to do. I think Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis is the biggest in terms of money and in terms of the amount of people that are going to watch it. I think it's the biggest fight from 140 down. But because I want to see the fight, right? Because I want to see the fight, I'm looking at shit that could potentially keep me from getting the fight. And what's going to keep me from getting the fight is Ryan Garcia's B-side, TikTok, Instagram modeling ass acting like he the A-side. That's what's going to keep me from getting the fight. So I'm going to go at that. That's what I'm going to call out. Is the guy that's acting like he running shit when he really don't run shit. Because I really want to see the fight. So miss me with that, I just want to see the fight shit. Because if you want to see the fight, you're going to look at what potentially is blocking you from the fight, and you're going to go after what's blocking you from the fight. And right now, based on what I've seen, because all Tank Davis said was, see y'all at the end of the year. Responded to him. He want the fight. Willing to do it at 140. Didn't say shit about no 140, none of that shit. So I like what I heard from him. But then I'm looking at Ryan and his team. They making demands and shit. So are you looking out for Ryan or are you looking out for DAZN? Who's more important to you? If you golden boy, it's DAZN right now because Ryan ain't your only fighter. But because you treating boxing like a team sport and you like, man, we got to do right by DAZN. We got to always let DAZN know that, hey, man, we got your back. We want to include you in every deal. We want to make sure that you can partner with us and you can always, you know what I'm saying, show our fighters. You can always do that. And so if they say that y'all can't be a part of it, then we not even going to take the fight. You so worried about DAZN that you going to make Ryan miss out on a big opportunity. And y'all realize that shit go both ways, right? Well, knockout. Come on, bro. Knockout. Listen, knockout. DAZN built Ryan. They helped Golden Boy build Ryan. So why should they just let Ryan go fight over on Showtime after they built him? Okay. Sorry, you're the B-side. That's why. Because you know who built Tank Davis? Showtime. Yeah. That's who built Tank Davis. And they built him. And guess what? Guess what Showtime did? You can't be mad at Showtime because Showtime built Tank Davis into a bigger, more revenue-generating star than DAZN did for Ryan Garcia. It's in a meritocracy, right? To the victor goes the spoils, right? You understand what I'm saying? So Tank Davis was built by Showtime too, and he was built into a bigger, better star that they can actually put on pay-per-view, and people actually pay to watch him live, and they pay to watch him on TV. Why should Showtime have to share that shit? Y'all don't want to talk. That's different, though. Why should Showtime have to share what they built Tank Davis into with DAZN? I'm waiting for an answer. Hello? Anybody there? That's different. That's different though. So let me get this straight. So let's wrap it all up and put it in the box and put a bow on it and send y'all on y'all way. So the zone has to be a part. So let's start here. So Tank Davis has to fight Ryan at 140 pounds or no fight. Showtime, who has the bigger star and is the A side, has to allow the zone to make money off of their A side fighter by allowing them to broadcast the fight too or no fight. So Ryan Garcia and them get to pick the weight class and they get to make money off of Tank stardom. They get to make money off of Tank stardom when they didn't help build them. And furthermore, why in the world will Ryan Garcia, or how will he ever be on pay-per-view? That's the other thing. So Tank Davis, who's going to be on pay-per-view regardless of who he fights, and has shown that he's going to sell out regardless of who he fights, he don't need Ryan to do a pay-per-view. But Ryan ain't never been on pay-per-view, and he has to have Tank Davis as his dance partner to be on pay-per-view. But Tank Davis and his side is the ones that should make all those concessions and share in money with the zone. That's what y'all telling me? That's what y'all telling me? No one would do that, bro. What up, Ricky? No one would do that. I want y'all to really understand what you're asking. Y'all want Tank Davis to fight at the weight class of Ryan's choosing. And he said, cool, whatever. But fight at the weight class of Ryan's choosing. And then Showtime, who built up this pay-per-view star, the only dude that's on pay-per-view from 140 down, is supposed to also share. It's supposed to also share in that revenue generating stream with the zone and allow the zone to put it on pay-per-view and make money off of it too, get their subscriptions up. They supposed to do all of that shit because y'all want them to be fair. Nah, bro. If Ryan want to fight, Tank should bend. Tank has fought at 140 before, and Tank said he'll fight Ryan at 140. Okay, cool. Make the shit happen. But, bro, you gotta come to where Tank is at. You gotta come to where Tank is at. It ain't Tank's job, nor should it be Golden Boy's job to make the zone happen. And explain to me why Golden Boy is so intent on treating the zone so good when Matchroom and the zone took their only revenue generating piece. Like Canelo is over there fighting Triple G for a third time, and Golden Boy don't get to see no money from it. They practically stole Canelo from Oscar's ass, and they still trying to run around and keep the zone happy. What? What, bro? Like, huh? And so your response to the zone screwing you over and taking Canelo from you is to still allow them to have a piece of Ryan Garcia, no matter who he fights. And if they don't get a piece of him, then you're gonna keep Ryan Garcia from a big opportunity that quote unquote he possibly wants. Shit's crazy, bro. Shit crazy, dog. Like y'all gotta make it make sense, man. I know you can't. So again, until Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy, until they all start behaving like the B side that they are and come correct, I don't take them serious. Yeah, they do Dundada. They do co-promote. They do. But all them hoes be shown on Showtime. They can do a co-promotion with Golden Boy is great. It's great. Do the co-promotion. But the fight gonna be on Showtime, bro. Showtime ain't sharing that shit with DAZN. Cause Ryan wouldn't be on pay-per-view without Tank, bro. Why should they do that shit? You want Tank and his team and his side to share money with DAZN when DAZN has done nothing to put Ryan Garcia on pay-per-view, bro. Nah, they ain't doing that. Dundada, they want all that money, and they deserve all that money, bro. They're not doing that shit, bro. Like, if you want to say, look, knockout, Tank should have to bend a little bit. He fought at 140 before. They should fight at 140. I agree, because Tank said he'll do the shit at 140, so no problem. But come on, bro. At what point does the A side get to be the A side, Dundada? At what point? At what point does all the hard work that Tank has done to make himself the bigger star, at what point does that pay off? Nah, it wouldn't benefit. It would take money out of the platform that actually deserves to put on the fight, bro. You're not, listen, if you fight Tyson Fury in America right now, bro, you're fighting him on ESPN, bro. If you fight Canelo, you're fighting him on DAZN right now because that's where he's at right now. If you fighting Errol Spence, bro, you're fighting him on Showtime. If you really want to fight Tank Davis, bro, you're fighting him on Showtime, Dundada. Like, it's not hard. Ryan is not big enough to dictate that, bro, is what I'm telling you. This ain't Floyd and Manny, bro. This ain't even Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury the third time or the second time. Ryan ain't that, bro. Y'all understand, Golden Boy in DAZN without Showtime, Ryan Garcia would be on regular DAZN, $19.99 a month, no extra pay. The only time that they will get to charge is if he's fighting Tank Davis. So you don't get to just leech off of the hard work of Showtime, bro. You don't get to do that. Now, if you really want the fight, you go negotiate the fight and you fight the A side where the A side is at, bro. Like everybody else in boxing, bro. Ain't nothing extra about the shit that I'm saying. Ain't nothing out the way. This go for Ryan. It will go for Devin. It will go for Loma. It will go for any of these guys, bro. Like, it just is what it is. That's what y'all told me when I was like, yo, Canelo, bro, like the catchweight shit. Like, I ain't rocking with the catchweight shit. Oh, Canelo's earned the right, knockout. Canelo has earned the right. If he wants to fight a catchweight, he can do that. He's the A side. I say, yo, man, Canelo dictating the size of the ring and shit, man, that's some bullshit. He shouldn't be able to tell people what size ring they fight in. It should be standard for whatever weight class you fight in. Well, knockout, Canelo's the A side. Canelo is the A side, knockout. Those are a little extra shit right there. But the simplest of what network you fight on, bro, you fight on whatever network the A side say y'all fight on, bro. That's just boxing. That's just what it's always been. That's what it's gonna always be. Straight up and down, man. But anyway, man, I appreciate everybody coming in, man. This went a little longer than expected, man. We did about 40 minutes. Hope y'all enjoyed the talk, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please answer the question in the comments, man. Do y'all think Ryan Garcia and his team really want this fight? I don't think so, and I explained it very well in my opinion. I think they're making some unrealistic demands, and if they really want the fight, they're going to have to get realistic with their demands. I think fighting at 140, that's something that can be a win on their side that they demand that maybe Tank should agree to. Everything else that this team is talking about right now, they're talking as people that don't want the fight. But let me know what you think down in the comment section, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Smash the like button on your way out. And thank you so much for your support, man. We're getting back to normal. We're feeling a little bit better each and every day. So thanks for your thoughts. Thanks for your prayers. Everybody, please go enjoy the rest of your day today, man. Have a great afternoon. Stay healthy, stay safe. And I'll catch y'all next time, man. We out of here. Peace out, y'all.